In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my two-way post scoring rebounding point guard build. This is my 6'8 build. I ain't played on this build in a minute. Okay, I've been playing on my power forward. I've been having a ton of fun on my power forward, but y'all been asking, Fair, you need to get back on this build. So I'm going to show you guys my first two games I played on this build. The first game, I ain't going to cap. Your boy wasn't too happy. I was going to run back to my power forward, but the second game, oh yeah, you definitely want to wait till the second game. You're about to see a classic, true rec point guard on this game. But anyways, I'm gonna show you guys very quickly the animation of this build. Okay, this build is absolutely insane. Okay, these are my current animations. Okay, I think I only shot the ball one time because your boys are pass first. So if you already want to know what the jump shot I'm using, it is currently this guy. Okay, I'm using Ignis. You can see it's A+ speed, A on release high, A- in defensive immunity. That is my current jump shot on this build. I'm also going to show you guys very quickly what this build is looking like. This build is an absolute, bro, it's the perfect point guard build for the rec, in my opinion, because y'all can see my defense ain't even maxed yet. So eventually this build will be able to get gold clamps and gold gloves. So I'm really going to be super annoying once I get this stuff up. Y'all can see I still get above interior defense. I have 86 strength. So this is like a big body build. I still can rebound like crazy. And y'all can see the playmaking, 87 passing, 85, 85 ball handle, and the mid-range is there. Still have a three-pointer, so you can shoot some threes. You have an 80 driving layup, which is all you need this year. You have a 45 standing dunk, which will give you the standing dunk animations, and you also have a 95 post control, which gives you access to Hall of Fame drop step. So the idea is ideally to play with an outside big in the rec. Now this 6 to vertical is weird because your boy is still snagging. You always see in the gameplay, I'm still snagging with that 6 to vertical. I don't know how it works, but anyways, y'all can see with the 95 post control, we get Hall of Fame drop stepper, bro. So we'll be able to just back these little guards down in the paint. All you 3-point shot hunters in the rec. Y'all can remember, this is not Pro-Am, this is rec where you can't switch. So it's gonna be me versus you, and you're gonna be coming here with your 6'2, 6'3, 6'6 that has no strength or barely any interior defense. Anyways, let me show you guys the gameplay. I'm going to discuss more about the build because this build is absolutely insane. And you guys will see the second game I played, we went absolutely crazy with the playmaking. So this is going to be our first game in the rec. I'm not going to lie, this first game, you already remember, I haven't played on my power forward for a long time, okay? This is my first game on my 6'8 point guard in a minute. I haven't played on it in a while. You can see it's still a low overall. It's still, black level. Like, I ain't touched this build in a minute. So this first game, I was trying to just gauge, what is it like to play on a PG build, because your boy, I'm not looking forward to playing with the rec randoms as a guard. But anyways, this first game, you guys will see my PG is gonna quit. Okay, the one thing you will notice about this build is a clamp demon. This build is basically a lockdown. Okay, it's a lockdown that has playmaking attributes. Okay, so what we're gonna be able to do this first game is a lot of other teams, they're gonna quit, which pretty much forced me to be more of a scorer on this build. And trust me, when I'm on my point guard, your boy, I'm not planning to score no buckets, but I'm out here to get tons of assists. That's what I would love to do ideally. So the whole point is, y'all can see, if you keep doing this, you are going to force the centers. Remember, this is rec randoms. They are going to help. Okay, if you keep backing out the PGs into the paint, the centers will eventually run to the help. You can see every single time. And the idea is to keep, obviously, dirting my team. You can see the rebounding on this build, bro. The build can snag, okay? Give it to my center. Easy bucket. Now, I was very fortunate enough. The first two games I played was with an outside big. Okay, I don't know what it's going to be like to play with an inside big. You already know I don't like inside centers, especially on this build that is predominantly a post scorer. You already know these inside bigs will be setting you double screens whilst you're posting up. But luckily for me, you can see the center keeps staying out and it keeps trusting me. And, the centers on the other team, they keep helping for some reason. Now, like I said, this first game, it will showcase the build. Y'all can see the rebounding, bro. I am snagging on this build. I'm going up against the center too. Y'all can see that's the center in the paint, and I'm still grabbing the rebound over him. Here, my teammates. You guys already know what the rec randies are like. They will keep missing, but it doesn't matter. Okay, for some reason, 2K give this guy some lucky animation. But I was kind of getting a feel for the. Remember, this is my first game on this build in a minute. Okay, y'all can see the post control attributes. The center keeps helping. You'll see why I prefer to play with an outside big on this build. And I was like, again, I was fortunate enough to play with an outside big in this 2 games we played. Otherwise, I don't know how this build would have turned out. I think an inside big will probably kill the strongest attributes of this build. It certainly can play with an inside big, but y'all can see the defense too. We ain't even got gold glove yet. We ain't got gold clamps yet. So once we get that, all these guards, look how tiny. Look how tiny the PG is that I'm going up against. Okay, again, this is more of like the scoring part of it, and I wasn't truly enjoying this first game. You can see, it does look fun, but for me, I was like, nah, bro. When I'm on my point guard, okay, on this build, I'm out here to dish assist, but unfortunately, in this game, we had a bunch of AIs. You can see everyone started to quit by halftime. My PG locked him to 0 points, okay? Couldn't get any offense going. He was out of there. So with a bunch of AIs, you guys already know, they don't tend to help a lot. So it kind of forced me to be more of a scorer, which I was going to show you guys. So if you want to be a scorer in this build, you certainly have the option to be able to score, okay? Like, it's not its primary objective on this build. The primary objective obviously is to find your teammates, but you do have that scoring option should you wish to, okay? The post control is super high where you can just throw in these little guards out the way. Also, bearing in mind, you are playing rec, so it's very unlikely for for teams to keep calling switches, okay? So most of the time, your matchup, which is your guard, is going to be the guy guarding you the entire game, unless you get those weird, sweaty rec Randys that want to switch. But even in lockdown, look, even when I get switched onto a bigger player, you gotta remember, this build will eventually be able to get 95 post control with an 86 strength. So you'll be able to get that drop step animation even on bigger players. Right here, just to kind of add to my misery of the first game. I was going crazy in the first game, but I was like, nah, like, look at my assist, bro. I've only got about 5 assists. Like, right here, I finally, got the double team. The idea of this build is for guys to double team you and then kick out to your teammates because you're so strong offensively. Now, there's also this misconception about sort of pass first guard. I see a lot of people that claim to be a pass first guard, but y'all don't truly know what a pass first guard is. So I'm going to define that as we're about to head into the next game. Y'all can see I took way too many shots this game. I wasn't happy, bro. I was going to hop off this build. I was going to say goodbye to my PG lifestyle and just go back on my power forward. But I said, you know what? The center stayed. It was a rec random stat center. And I like the fact that he kept staying out. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give this build one more try. One more try, and then I'm done with the build, bro. If the build doesn't work out this game, your boys are gonna be off. Now you're gonna see vintage fear. Okay, this is the definition of a pass first guard, and this build is perfect for that. Now, like I said, the definition of pass first guard for me is someone that passes the ball to their teammates that leads to a high possibility of a bucket. Okay, that's very, very important to know, because some of you be passing to your teammates that isn't open in the corner. That does not make you a pass first. Just because you're passing the ball, don't make you a pass first guard. Okay, a pass first guard reads the floor very well and gives the ball to the teammates in a high bucket position. You can see right here, I passed to my teammates, and all you have to do was just catch and shoot. Okay, you didn't have to do anything, no extra dribbling, none of that. Okay, just find your teammate. Look, again, give it to them, wide open positions, and that's just setting them up. Okay, we went crazy this second game. You can see a glimpse of some of the defense. You can sort of pluck. It can be that annoying pest play. So even when you don't have the ball, you can still steal the ball off the players. And we're right here, just a little bit of offense. We can't, focus entirely on playmaking. But the whole idea for me when I play Randys is for me just to enjoy it. The playmaking is so beautiful, man. I don't know why you're be making these point guards with 99-3-0 out here trying to think you're Steph Curry, bro. It's way more fun in my opinion. Look at that. Just finding your teammates, and if they do miss, that's what I love about this build. Y'all can see the rebounding. I snag on this build, bro. Like, this build will snag even centers, cuz I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can see the jumping with only a 60 vertical. So I don't even know how important vertical is when it comes to rebounding on this game, because this build be jumping like it's nothing, bro. So again, the whole idea is to draw a lot of attention because this build is super strong in the post, okay? So if I get guarded by like a 6'2" point guard in the rec with randoms, it's over, bro. It is over. So it's not going to work. So all I'm going to do is just back you down to the paint to the point where if your teammates don't help you, I will drop step you and get an easy bucket. If they do help, I will kick out to my teammates. I also have the option of the mid-range, the post hop. So it's not just about the drop step animations. But right here, just waiting patiently, waiting and just setting up my teammates to get those buckets, and that's the most important thing. Okay, this second game made me kind of fall in love with being a point guard again in the rec. Y'all can see just dishing out dimes, and I don't know why y'all don't like passing, bro. I don't know why you PGs are so obsessed with scoring on this game. You'll be making these little midgets for the rec. Now, if you're playing half league, pro-am, competitive scene, and that's your playstyle, that's cool. But y'all can see the defense going crazy. But for me personally, I do believe in the rec, right? A pass first that knows what they're doing, that has defense like this build. So plays great defense, passes to the teammates wide open. He's going to win more games than a guard that wants to be super aggressive, because a lot of these aggressive guards don't have the best defense. So you're going to have to guard their best players sometimes, which is the point guard. And you might not be able to guard them because you ain't got the defensive stats to do it. But again, the whole idea of it, y'all can see, we've already got 12 assists, okay? Now, you guys will see this guy right here. He's going to go crazy. Y'all can see he's already got 33 points. I mean, I can't remember the last time, like, someone's able to set their teammates up to go up for crazy. Y'all can see he was having a super efficient game at this time in the game. And if you guys remember the last video I posted, I was struggling to get 60 points. And you guys will see how many points my teammates is going to finish up with in this game. And the reason why that is obviously with this build at the 1, you need to understand, this is basically a lockdown build. You can see the assist. Even my teammates, when they do miss, when the centers do miss, you can see I can get the rebound. But you need to understand that when you play the rec, their guard have to get through you. You have 86 strength, you're going to have 93 perimeter defense, 91 still on this build, right? So you're basically kind of a pure lock, okay? Because you'll be able to easily clamp up right here, just patiently waiting for my teammates. Y'all can see when I talk about pass first is kind of just relaxing, reading the floor very, very well and making the right decision. Right here, kind of backing both of them down to kind of set up my center, okay? The whole idea is, again, the reason why I prefer to play with an outside big, or I would like to play with an outside big on this build, is simply because an inside center I think it will just clog up the space, okay? Again, patiently waiting right there on the break, okay? Not trying to force the ball to any of my teammates. Gave it to the center, and he went up for an easy dunk. Taking my time, trying to see what's happening. The AI dropped, or I don't know, but someone dropped, all right? I think that didn't look like an AI, but that was someone that dropped into the paint, and we got a bucket. Reading the play again, saw the backdoor cut from my teammate. Now, bearing in mind, I am not communicating with these guys, okay? I'm just literally having my icon up and I'm watching their movement, okay? This is very, very key as a pass first player, okay? You need to be able to understand how movement works in this game. Otherwise, you won't be able to get easy assists, bro. So right here, look, this guy's going to set me an assist. He's got a sharp takeover, so I'm looking out for him because I know he's going to pop, right? If he's got a sharp takeover, it's a very unlikely chance he's going to roll into the paint. So after the screen, I was just kind of keeping an eye to see what's going on. But even when in the off chance my teammates do miss, y'all can see this build is going crazy, bro. We can, get the rebound, kick it back out to my teammates with a sharp take, and he got the bucket. I mean, it's fun. I mean, I was playing this game. Bearing in mind, this is my second game on this build in like 2 to 3 months. And I'm like, bro, I have played so many rec games on my power forward, and I ain't seen no point guard that is able to like just successfully beat a pass first. Okay, a lot of these PGs always tend to struggle, and I don't know why y'all struggle, bro. Y'all can see my teammates. He went for some crazy points. Okay, you can see. I think he had 59 points on this game. 59 points, and I was struggling. Well, no, I wasn't really struggling, but it took me a long time to even get 60 points on my other power forward, but obviously it's a different game. But this build is super fun, man. Like, I would definitely highly recommend this build if you're predominantly a rec player. Now, obviously, people always ask, Fear, would a pass first guard be successful in a pro-am or in this half league? Personally, for me, I think if you're playing all these like competitive money on the line type of competition, it's best to have the typical 3-point shot hunters and let them go crazy on the threes and the midi or whatever. But for me, when you're playing rec, I think a pass first that has defense, like this build, for example, that also has the ability to be able to create its own shot, is the best point guard build for you to make, okay? Like you said, I had 0 turnovers this game too, so I was looking like Tyrese Halliburton out there, bro. So 23 assists, 0 points. I could have had a lot more assists. Obviously, I didn't show all the misses for some of my teammates. They did miss a couple of shots, so I could have easily got 30 assists with 0 turnovers on this build. It is super fun. Now, if y'all want to see more gameplay, because your boy, I love my power forward. Y'all know my power forward will be going crazy, but if y'all want to see more gameplay on this 6'8", y'all spam up the like and y'all let me know in the comments. Just say, no, 6'8", and I'll keep doing it. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you in the next one.